Hello again, everyone. Thanks a lot for coming back to the channel. Thanks for sticking with me through this somewhat dry period of modeling. As you know, or maybe you don't know, for those that are new, you know that cycling is a big part of my other hobbies aside from family and model trains and model railroading. So this time of year, well, the weather hasn't been great, but I've still been doing a lot of riding, getting ready for the season, and we started a few weeks ago, and in fact we've got a race coming up in the next few days, depending on when I post this. Maybe I've already raced, I don't know. But for those of you, and I know there are a few of you out there who are also into cycling or just riding, and for those of you who aren't, I apologize. This is going to divert a little bit. We're taking the diverging route on the turnout here, and it can talk just a little bit about bike stuff, because that's what's been keeping me from my modeling and posting videos and stuff like that. So back in December, my team sponsor said that they were going to get us new frames, and I don't even have enough time to post all the stuff that went on, the delays, and well, 4 months later I finally got a new frame. And I kind of look at this like buying a kit for your, a freight car kit or an engine that needs assembly. I get my bikes in the same shape. I buy all the components, and I buy the frame, and I put it together. And there's something satisfactory about it. And I'm sure any of you who are car guys or motorcycle guys or anything, it's fun to know how things work. And if you do it yourself, there's a better chance that you're going to be able to fix it yourself when something goes wrong. You've also only got yourself to blame, of course, but hopefully you've learned along the way. So, for all the bike guys out there, this is the new frame. See if I can get it in frame here. This is a Specialized Tarmac Pro. And no, I'm not this strong. This frame is this light. I can hold it up with one hand. And I think it weighs in at just over 1,000 grams, so whatever that comes out to. Let's just say it's really light, but amazingly strong. And well, thankfully the sponsor picked up most of it because it's also amazingly expensive. So that's been well, now this is going to be my little project for the next few days. I'm getting this ready for my next race, hopefully. So anyway, that's bike stuff. In terms of train stuff, though, I hope you guys got your permission slips signed. You've got your brown bag lunch, because we're going on a field trip. My son and I are heading down to Rochelle, Illinois for the Railroad Park in Rochelle. I tried to shoot video on this a while back, I think back in fall, maybe September time frame, and the video was lost. So I'm really hoping that the video isn't lost this time. It's an amazing place for rail fans in the Midwest. If you live close to the area, hopefully, I'm shooting this before we went, but I'm hoping that we see a lot of trains and that we see I can show you the park and everything while we're there. But it's about an hour and a half drive for us from the Milwaukee area down to Rochelle. And it's the diamonds of the Union Pacific and the Burlington Northern Santa Fe, BNSF, cross. And they put a pavilion right in the crook of one of the diamonds. And you get this elevated platform. Well, you'll see once we're down there. So hopefully the footage comes through. That also explains, hopefully, if everything worked out well, why this video is so long. I'm going to shoot hopefully a lot of footage of all the trains we see, and so you can probably skip ahead to the end if you don't want to watch everything. I'm hoping to highlight things in the show notes of maybe notable trains. Hopefully we see some special stuff throughout the day. In the past, we've seen Union Pacific's heritage units. Lately, there's been some pictures of BNSF having NS heritage units as run-through power. So I'm hoping for the same while we're there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, let's get to the car, head down to Illinois, and do some rail fanning. Well, here we are. This is Rochelle's Railroad Park, and you can see behind me the water tower. I don't know. It says Rochelle. You can't really see it. It's kind of windy today, unfortunately, so it's probably going to be drowned out quite a bit. So I might have to re-record the audio. But over to my left here, your right, is the BNSF main line, double track main line through the area. And then off to my right, your left, is the UP main line. So it's the UP Geneva sub and the BNSF Aurora sub. And you see, Lisa and I have been here for a few hours, and we've seen at least 7 or 8 trains. We saw some track crews working on the diamonds themselves. And it's been a pretty eventful day, actually. So I'll give you a quick tour of the facility itself and a quick rundown. And then there'll be some trains in here to watch, highlighted in the show notes. What ones were unique and what ones were worth watching. So here's a view of the BNSF track. And the diamond is off in the distance, just below that, just before that signal. You can see it there. And then the tracks run through here and off into the distance there. And here's the UP tracks. These are actually a little bit more active than the BNSF tracks are usually. So here you go, off in the distance, you can see it. There's the diamond itself. The sun's starting to set, so the lighting might not be really good. But you can walk all the way out to the end of this fenced-in area, and you can watch trains from here. Or if you really want to, you can watch from the elevated pavilion. What? There's my son. And under the pavilion, they've got outlets, and they've got park benches, and they've got benches on either side, so you can watch. And again, the UP trains are off to my left, and the BNSF trains are off to the right. So just a great place to watch from. And if you can see at the very top, there's actually a webcam. So I'm shooting a webcam, and that actually is activated when there's motion. So I'm guessing that because I'm out here, it's probably taking snapshots of me. You can go to the trains.com website, and they're the ones that run the link to the website, or the webcam rather. And you can get snapshots for like the past several hours, I think, and it'll just show you the trains that have gone through. I usually like to do that leading up to it, just to see how traffic is.
start from the front.
Go stand on the corner right there. Go stand over on the corner right there.
On the rocks?
Yeah. Okay, I promise this is the last non-train related thing. I just thought I'd show everyone the completed assembly of the frame that I showed at the beginning of the video. The kit is complete, the build is complete, and it's got a nice set of Williams wheels on it, and these are carbon wheels as well, and did all the cabling and all that good stuff myself. Weighs in at a svelte 16 pounds, so it's a nice light bike. I had my first race today. It's now Saturday when I'm finishing this video up, and it performed pretty well. And then there of course is my, well, I won't call that my old bike, but my backup bike. This will be my training bike.
Alright, well, that was Rochelle Railroad Park. Hope everyone made it back safe and sound. If you're ever in the Wisconsin area or Illinois, northern Illinois area, I didn't say it, but I'll throw a link in the show notes to the Railroad Park's website, and then that way, if you're ever in the area, it's just slightly west of the very northern part of Illinois. It's almost due south of Madison, Wisconsin. So any of you in the area, it's really easy to get to. Very friendly. A lot of restaurants within like a few minutes. My son and I always go to a Culver's right by the freeway before we head home, and but you could easily drive over there. We always take a lunch with us. As you can see, there are picnic tables and everything, so we always eat lunch when we get there and then go out. And actually from the Culver's, you can sit, if you sit on the well, let's see, I think that would be the southern side of the restaurant, you can actually see the UP tracks from, and it's kind of like watching N-scale trains because they're off in the distance, but you can still see them, so you get a few more trains while you eat. So well worth the trip. We saw a multitude of trains, a whole bunch of stuff. Sometimes when you're there and you see the track crews there, you're like, oh shoot, they're going to have a work window here, they're going to delay trains. Those diamonds are so busy that they'll, even while they're working, they will still push trains with restricted speeds, but they'll still push trains through. The UP tracks are links to UP's global yard, our global 3 intermodal yard, so they can't not have those up and running for extended periods of time. And then BNSF, especially with all the oil trains coming out of North Dakota, as you saw, there was at least 2 or 3 that went through. Those are hot commodity trains. UP's Perishable Train came through. That's always a hot item. So it was neat. You get to see a lot of everything. We missed, unfortunately, after we left, and we're sitting at Culver's, we missed a couple of nice mixed freights, which are always my favorite. A little bit more variety than, your unit coal and your unit grain, or unit oil. The Frac Sand was really fun to see too, because actually I've seen that train leaving Butler Yard here in Wisconsin, and I know that train originates in Wisconsin here. So for some reason, Wisconsin's a hotbed for Frac Sand. It's I've read articles on it, and it's supposedly ideal. Whatever. So that was it was a good time. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I won't be offended if you skip through a lot of the rail fanning portion of it. I know some people don't get rail fanning period, but I know some people don't get rail fanning on YouTube videos. But I thought I'd throw some in there. I plan to put the entire unedited version of the rail fan video up on my YouTube channel as well. So if you want to watch everything, I did trim a lot of the trains because sometimes watching coal trains go by, tank car after tank car, for some people it's not that exciting. But if you want to watch the full thing, I'll have that up there as well. So thanks a lot for watching. With things right now, I don't know how soon I'm going to have another video up. I'm going to try as hard as I can. Someday the weather will hopefully get nice here, and I will be outside even more with any luck. But hopefully I'll still be able to get some modeling in. Now that my bike has come in and I have that built, I don't have a build to do on that, so I can dedicate some of that time to you know, doing some train stuff instead. So thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks for your subscriptions, and thanks for sticking with me, and we'll see you next time.